Ready? Hello, everyone. We're here with the newly crowned Miss Idaho Teen USA 2021, Kallie Peck. Say hello to everyone, Kallie.
Hello, everybody.
Listen, Kallie and I were talking previously, and we were discussing different things about, her and, I had looked at her social media and I was able to get some insight into her. And, I think what I need to do is first discuss whenever I meet women that do pageantry, young women, there's something that always brings them to it. I see consistently, it's usually their competitors. And two, that something has happened in their life that has brought them that they have something to tell people. They have a story to get out. And yours, Kallie, tell everyone a little bit about your motivational speaking, what your platform is.
Yeah, so I very much enjoy motivational speaking and helping teenagers, whether girls or boys, whoever is struggling, my age, younger and older. My passion is to help them see their worth and realize how amazing they are, because this world is so harsh and has created this picture of just perfection and what we should look like, and what they're setting limits on what we can do based on how we look or how we dress or how we talk or how we interact with people. And I really just want to break that mold and make people realize that we're all unique and we all have something amazing to bring to this world.
So I know it's very hard for everyone to believe this, but she was bullied. And I find this to be just incredible. So her motivational speaking is giving people information on how to, overcome that. I mean, that's pretty powerful. And as we discussed previously, it's usually the person that the bullier is uncomfortable with themselves and they're projecting it out on you. And that's what your motivation is about. Your motivational speaking is about, correct?
Yes.
And she created, because of COVID, she created a YouTube channel because you can't go out as much. I understand that. And on that, tell us a little bit about your newly created YouTube channel.
Yeah, so I just one day just had this thought of making a YouTube channel, and it was after I realized that I wanted to do the pageant, and I thought to myself, well, this will give me good publicity before I leave for the pageant, and just kind of share the little stepping stones that I had to go through to get there. So on my YouTube channel, I talk about a lot of stuff. I talk about confidence and being spiritual and bullying and just everything that goes into confidence, and how you can find your self-worth and how you can be kind to others, and just little things like that.
Yeah, I remember. What's the name of your channel, please?
Yeah, it's just Kallie P, capital K, capital P.
So one thing that also you had mentioned, that you actually talk about style, and that's a very important thing, because when anybody feels good with what they're wearing, it projects, the confidence comes through. So do you give style tips, or what do you do there?
Well, I haven't yet. I have talked to a couple different stores and boutiques, and we have a little bit in the works with partnering and collaborating. And so I think if I put a couple videos up about collaborating with a couple of clothing stores, then I guess I will be talking about style and just how to style your clothes and stuff.
Yeah, it's very important, because I have friends in New York City that are stylists, and it's amazing because your body shape is, it's important. Like, you can't wear real tucked in jeans or something like that if you have a little bit of stomach, but you don't have to hide it. But they're able really, really to give you tips that make you feel more confident and make you feel much better. So I think that's amazing that you're going to do that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about you being a competitive cheerleader. I discussed previously that I feel, especially at the USA level, that you get competitors. Tell me a little bit about your competitive cheerleading and how does that parallel over to what you're currently doing your competition with USA?
Yeah, I have cheered since I was 6 years old. I was on an all-star team, and then I moved to a different state and started high school. Well, I started junior high, did a little studio team that was competitive, but not too competitive. And then I went to high school cheer, and I get to sideline cheer and be competitive. So I remember when I was little, I was just this little 6-year-old, and I don't know if you've ever seen little 6-year-olds cheer, but nobody really knows the dance. It's just out there being cute. And I had it in me to win, and I was gonna win, and I was so competitive. And I remember getting mad at my teammates because we didn't win, and I was just a little spitfire. And now into high school, I am still very that way. I love to win, and I love getting those rewards and feeling accomplished for myself. But I also love the experience that I get to have while I'm out on the mat and expressing myself through my cheer. And that definitely goes along with pageantry, is you can be very competitive and you can want to win, but I think it all boils down to expressing yourself on stage and showing people who you are and what you can do with yourself and what you want to do for the world.
Yeah, it's very funny because you're right. A competitor, when you're competing, there's a rush. It's like an adrenaline rush.
Yes.
I always find it very strange that, and I have to say this, I might get my hands slapped from Maureen, but my thing is I always find when women come in, and young women or whatever, and they're very focused, people put this negative connotation around it, but they're just focused. They are focused on the competition. They're not, it's not being rude. It's not being anything. It's a focus. I remember seeing, oh my gosh, it was the guy that was like the magnificent swimmer. He now is retired. I cannot, his name just went out, and he's like, has this amazing, who is, anyway, so.
Is it Michael Phelps?
Yes, thank you, thank you. I love that young man, Michael Phelps, and he was sitting, getting ready to get into the pool, and he was zoning out. He had it put up, he was zoning out. I remember, the camera going over, look at his determination on his face. Nobody was saying, oh, he's acting wrong, and oh, he should be out doing this and doing that. They understood that he was in a competition mode, and he was mentally preparing himself for the competition mode.
Right.
So, I mean, that is too, it's a balance, because you have to be mentally prepared, especially at the USA level. You're at the top of your game right now. Congratulations, your competitiveness, you won, that's
right.
amazing.
And that's actually funny that you bring that up, is because I have never done pageantry before. I've just been a competitive cheerleader, and going up there and seeing all the girls and women that have competed before really just kind of made everything really real. And I was like, wow, like this is very serious. And I was just really naive when it came to the whole pageant situation, and how focused everybody is, and how perfect the walk is, and how they're practicing every single step that they're going to make. And I was not prepared for that. I just thought, like, I'm just going to go and have fun. And if I win, then that I'm just going to be so proud of myself. And I worked really hard. I'm not going to lie. I worked very hard, but I was not prepared for how focused and competitive the women that were there were.
Yeah, so they are definitely, you're at the top tier of pageantry. But it's interesting you say that, because the preparation, but so it's not as though you got up on the stage and didn't do research. You did your YouTube or had friends come over or whatever you did. I do know you're a model. We discussed that previously. You're doing locally, you're modeling local within your community in different areas in Idaho. But so my thing is that you were able, because it has a modeling component too.
Mhm.
But, you know, everybody that knows anything about pageantry understands that it is a competitive sport. I always consider it a competitive sport, and it's a platform for you to do something else. It's created a very high platform for you to be highlighted, recognized, and things like that. So, you know, uh, Kallie actually, you know, she is a competitive cheerleader, but it's took wear and tear on you, right? You had to have um, shoulder surgery, and you've had to do all these different things. So, I mean, you know, is that why you were like, well, while I have this downtime recovering, I think I'll go ahead and you know, do pageantry?
Well, I did not know that I needed shoulder surgery when I won the pageant. It was a couple months later that I found out that I needed it. I had two before I went to the pageant, but I was fully recovered from those when I entered the pageant. And I really think of it as a blessing for me to have to sit this cheer season out, as sad as I am to disappoint my team and have to leave the mat for the season. I am very excited that I can put my full focus into this year and doing what, preparing for nationals and doing everything that I need to prepare and make the most of this year for myself.
Did you now? You also do you agree that your modeling background is helping you in the USA competition, because there's a lot of photo shoots, there's a lot of print work, there's a lot of, you know, different areas of modeling, even modeling on the stage, you know. So you being a print, and do you do print and commercial model has helped. It definitely, it's not a requirement, but it helps, because I'm sure you know what
Right.
face is the better side and things like that, you know, how do you pose, you know, and things like that. So anyway, so let me ask you, so do you feel right now, I know it's a little early, and I know you have a magnificent director. Maureen's amazing. Are you working with, I know she's amazing. Are you working with anyone like in the industry to prepare you for Idaho? Idaho, or I should say in Idaho, for Miss Teen USA?
I am. I have a wonderful pageant family. I work with Giselle Boone. She helps me with makeup and walking. And I have a couple different interview sponsors that I haven't been able to work with yet, but there's a couple things in the works with that I will be practicing with them. And I'm so grateful to have this big team family that will help me through this year.
Wow, amazing. Do you have any idea when you guys will compete at the national level?
I'm pretty sure it will be sometime next fall. There is speculation that there might be maybe in the summer. Though all 51 states have to have their clearly their state pageant to send somebody, but it's really just up in the air right now. I don't think anybody really knows.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully we'll get back on track. But your pageant was in person, correct?
Yes, yes, it was.
So at least you had the experience of the stage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, learning the stage, presence of stage, you know, appearance, like as your point, you know, to your point, how you interact with the judges while you're on stage. That's a very good learning, you know, you were able to learn that. So, Kallie, tell everyone in conclusion, how can they get a hold of you? What is
I
your
have two Instagram pages. I have my personal, which is cal.peck. I have my Miss Idaho Teen Instagram, which is Miss ID Teen USA. And I have my YouTube channel, which is Kallie.p.
And Kallie, go ahead and spell your name so everybody can hear how to spell it.
KALLIEPECK.
Okay, so before you go, we always have this speed round that we ask you questions, and you just tell me the first thing that comes off the top of your head. And who's your favorite actor?
Patrick Dempsey for sure.
Oh, it's so funny. You guys say that. That's old school, right? What was he in?
Yeah. I love Can't Buy Me Love. That is my all-time favorite movie ever.
It's so funny. Okay, what's your favorite food?
Pineapple.
Really? From Idaho?
I know, it should be potatoes.
That's so funny. We'll edit that one out. Go ahead. What's your favorite book?
Live Original by Sadie Robertson.
Your favorite type of music?
I love country. I love pop. Not so much rap. I love old stuff, old rock, mostly everything really.
And so if I could grant one wish to you, what would it be?
Oh my. That is really hard.
Right.
That everybody on earth would realize their worth.
That's great. No, it's consistent to what you believe in and who you are. So listen, it was lovely meeting you. And this is going to be in our newly released Pageant Live Interactive magazine. And what will happen is that there'll be a link to this interview that people can click on and see your interview. Listen, thank you so much for your time. Happy holidays, and I wish you the best.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it so much.